Hey there! Today we're going to have a look at these three pens. I thought I would combine it into one video, but these are three pens by the brand Scriveiner. I'm not 100% sure if I pronounced that correctly, but that's what I'm going to go with. It is a brand located in the UK. They launch a lot of pens that I see, they launch a lot of pens that seem to have lacquer on them or are chrome colored or that kind of stuff. So I have their EDC model here, which by the way, it does have clips. I just had them facing away from you. They sent me these pens. They asked me if I wanted to review them. I said yes. They sent me three of them, so that's very generous. Thank you. I will review them, and that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll even give one away. Who knows? Watch till the end. When do I have to do it? How can I win the pen? Watch the video. I'm going to cover the parts of the pen, I'll do a writing sample, and I'll tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it. Let's get started. Okay, so here we go with the Scriveiner pen. Let me zoom in so you can see it a bit. This is the box. The box is, I just want to zoom so you can see it. So here we have all the stuff that comes with it. We have, it's a cardboard box. We have the warranty. If you register your pen, you get a whole, just unfolding it, you get a whole filling instructions type little booklet, and you also get a little sleeve which has cartridges in it. Scriveiner very kindly also sent me one of these boxes which has 20 cartridges in it. But I decided to use bottle ink. Now let me just put down these pens and zoom in a bit again so you can actually see them. This would be the chrome and gold. I'm fairly certain this is aluminum, which is black. And then we have something like this, which I would say seems to be a kind of brass. These are certainly, I would say, smaller pens. I mean, hence EDC. Here you have this right next to a Pilot Metropolitan, but as you'll see, you can post them very securely, and then you have a full-size pen, so quite nice. If you don't mind, I'm going to show you one, so I'll put these two away, and I'll show you this. The pens are £48 and 99p. On Amazon. They have a Schmidt 18 karat gilded nib. At least this one has. Some of them just have steel colored nibs. It's number 5. This one has 24 karat gold plating, and as I said, this is the chrome and gold. Sorry, there is a brass and there's a black lacquer, but it is a I'm pretty sure this is an aluminum. Which is a much lighter pen. Now let's have a look at the parts of the pen. So at the finial here we have the S for Scriveiner, their logo, and what I really like is this sort of grooved clip. It looks a bit, to me it looked a bit Art Deco, and I thought that was really quite nice. Nice, springy, exactly what you would expect. We have the center band with, again, the Scriveiner logo, and then it says Scriveiner on the back. Like I said, slightly smaller. Note the threads here, right? And then when you unscrew the cap, you have the actual pen. Note there's a bit of a scuff there. I'll get back to that. This pen has nice chasing here on this section, which makes it very comfortable to hold. And then we have the gold-plated nib, which is just a Schmidt branded number 5 nib, plastic feed, very pleasant nib though. And then we have a converter, Scriveiner, it says, and it is a full-size converter, so that's quite nice. Now, as you can see, unposted, the pen is just the limit of what I would be able to use unposted, but the cap screws in place, then the nib and the clip align pretty well. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good, and I always really like that. And then you have a full-size pen. Now this with the chrome is fairly top heavy, but I can certainly use it like this. And what I will say that again, is the nib is very, very smooth. So how about we just do a writing sample? Let me zoom out a bit so you can actually see. Here we have the Scriveiner EDC. It sounds a bit scratchy right now. That's because I'm writing on the sort of on the back of the notebook with the page folded over. It is in fact a surprisingly smooth nib. The ink is watermelon blue, and like I said, I have played around with this pen a lot. I have found it very pleasant, very smooth, and a very reliable writer. I have seen pens that are a lot more expensive that had a lot more issues. This writes smoothly, pleasantly out of the box, no issues. I'm just doing some really fast writing. Pen keeps up very well, no issues whatsoever. Like I said, fairly wet writer. Okay, not super wet. This paper doesn't seem to like it that much, but I found it a fairly wet writer. As to line variation, it's not advertised as a flex nib, so be very, very careful, but as you can see, it could squeeze out a little bit of line variation. For the people who like such a thing, there is the reverse writing, still smooth, and turns the medium into a, maybe I would say an extra fine, but as you can see, it will start to run dry. So this is not really a pen for that. I think these are a lot of fun, and having written this, I start to feel the weight a bit. So just to give you an indication, I do start to feel it. I would be able to use it unposted. I have used it unposted, and I've had no issues with that. So why don't we continue to talk about some likes and dislikes. What do I like? What do I not like about this Scriveiner pen? I'm just going to say Scriveiner, easiest way for me to say it. There are a couple of things I really like. I have been playing with them all. This one the most. This is the, sorry, like from distance, I don't know how well you can see, but it's the chrome and gold finish. I like it a lot. Chrome and gold, not for everyone. I know that. I've experienced that in the pen community, but I like it a lot. It's a combination that works for me. I like shiny chrome. I like it. I can't lie. So, first of all, Schmidt nib number 5, unbranded. Just, I mean, not Scriveiner branded. Just has the Schmidt and brand on it. Fantastic. Medium nib, smooth, pleasant to use. I don't know what to say. It's an incredibly smooth nib. No hard starts, no drying out. I have seen pens that cost 10 times as much that had all sorts of issues. This nib does not. I feel it's impressive. Okay, smaller pen still fits a normal converter. So you can still use it with a converter and bottled ink. I like that a lot. Comes with the converter too. Again, I've seen pens much more expensive that do not come with a converter, which I think is kind of crappy. This is great. And you can use it posted and unposted. Now, let's talk about that. I think unposted for a lot of people would work. For me, it's just on the edge of what's doable. Smaller hands, obviously easier. Posted certainly works. With all this metal, they certainly become heavier. That is absolutely true. You do get a heavier pen, and it becomes a little top heavy. So if that's something you don't like, maybe go for the aluminum model or the aluminum finish, which is certainly a lot lighter. The chrome and that I'm going to go with brass. They are much heavier. I did this because it's lying right there and I can see it. Okay. Overall though, fantastic writer. I really have to say that. Things I don't like so much. Well, like I said, it becomes a little top heavy when posted, so especially on the heavier models that can become an issue for longer writing sessions. Be aware of that. In general, it's heavy, and what I found sometimes with pens like this that are quite heavy is that the cap can unscrew easier in, say, a pocket, because everything, I don't know exactly how it works. I think because it's heavier, it just opens up more easily. It takes less to start to unravel itself, so to speak. So be a little careful of that. I always carry pens in a pen case, so it's not a big deal for me. Just be aware of it. The final thing I will say is that because of the way the pen is built and because of the way it posts, by the way, nib and clip align pretty well. That's a nice eye for detail. But when you do post it, at the area where the cap meets the barrel, you're going to find some scuff marks. That's the way it is. The posting is secure because of the threads, which I like a lot, but you will get some scuff marks. Now, I think that adds a bit of fun and character to a pen, but some people are very precious about it, so in that case you might want to not post it. That's really all I have. I think they're fun pens at about £50. They're certainly not cheap, but they fall in the affordable range, I would say, and they're very pleasant writers. So I can really, yeah, I'm very happy with it, and I would certainly recommend it. There you go. Hope this was useful. Kind thank you to Scriveiner for sending me the pens. I appreciate it, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye-bye. You are sitting there thinking, you bastard, you didn't give away the pen, innit? Well, I'll tell you what. I will give away one of these pens. You can win this one. It'll be sent just like this in a little bubble wrap envelope. And the only thing you need to do is subscribe to this channel, which you probably already are. I mean, why wouldn't you be? And you need to tell me in the comments why you believe you require this EDC pen. And that's it. And then I will draw a random winner a week from now. And then that winner will be notified. You don't have to email me to ask me if a winner has been drawn yet. You don't have to email me to ask whether you won, because the winner will be notified. And that's it. I will contact you, and that's it shall be.